Jay Bills from Media Spotlight UK, and I'm here with Muhsin Cason in the building. It looked like you're repping the Jamaica colours. It looks like that's the vibe it will come with.
Listen, it's just black swag. That's all it is. You know, we gotta. If it's Nigerian, if it's Caribbean, it doesn't matter. You know, I'm always repping the black power. That's all.
Well, I mean, because I'm coming with the yellow. You got the red, yellow vibes going on. So we got the vibes going.
Well, that's how we know you down for the people. So
listen, I'm always down for. I'm down for everybody, bro.
That's all it is. But I'm just repping the colors. We're going to have a great night, thanks to Misfits. I appreciate this opportunity. It's a nice tune-up fight, so that way I can stay busy.
So, I mean, how did you get the call to get involved with Misfits? Because obviously, 11-0 pro boxer you are. How did Misfits come into the picture?
Well, remember, I'm also an influencer.
Yeah.
So as much as everybody else can be in this space, I can be in this space. The only difference is I'm actually going to fight a real pro, and I'm going to stay on the pro side. I'm not looking to fight any influencers or anything.
Okay.
I might fight some MMA fighters because they're professional. Mike Perry, Alan Belcher. We'll see. But for the most part, yeah, I'm going to stay away from the influencers. But I am an influencer also. So, having 500,000 followers on social media, I'm building my presence up as well. So it'll be good for the zone as well.
So, I mean, you've already made your presence felt, even from yesterday, because I was in the middle of doing an interview with Arms, and in between that, you was getting into it with Idris Virgo. I mean, what is the vibe? What's going on? Because you two haven't stopped since the very beginning of this week.
Because he's a bully. He's one of those people where he's a pro. He's 12-0 as a pro, but you want to fight a bunch of influencers. The experience level that he has over them is crazy. And I don't like bullies, so I'll be the bully's bully.
Well, he claimed when I spoke to him yesterday that, he came into the scene because he's not going for the WBE title. Obviously, in your case, he's looking at it as like, why is he coming into the influencer scene when he said he claimed you were going for the WBE championship? So, I mean, both sides, you got like a lot of points to prove for each other. It looks like you're trying to one-up each other.
Well, it's really not one up each other. It's just saying, he's a pro, I'm a pro, let's fight. If you want to fight in the influencer scene, it's only so many people you can fight before you got to fight somebody like me or somebody like that. Because these influencers are here to entertain. They're not here to be a pro. They're not here to get hurt, really extremely hurt. They are on the same skill level. Idris is on a way better skill level than them. He's just not a good fighter for us. So he knows that. So now you're like a gatekeeper.
Yeah.
So stop being a bully. Either get out the influencer scene or start fighting some people that's on your level. And unfortunately, he knows he'll get put to sleep by me. So that's why he's like, oh, well, you got to make this weight or that weight. I'll fight Tom Little, who's 240 pounds bigger than me, and have no problem. But now, when it comes to him, now you gotta come down. Makes no sense. If you're a fighter, you're a fighter.
Well, I mean, because even last month when he was, facing up against Mike Perry, like you were saying, one of the guys you just mentioned, I mean, between them two, if a fight were to happen between them two, how would that work out?
I still got Idris over Mike Perry. I think Mike Perry would definitely give him a run for his money, but I got Idris over. This is boxing. This is not MMA. Mike Perry only has a certain amount of skill level when it comes to boxing. Idris has a way bigger skill level. So he has more years in boxing than me. What are you so scared of?
Well, I hear that. I mean, of course, obviously, you've been, as an influencer yourself, like you've seen how the influencer scene has grown over the past year. Obviously, Tommy Fury versus KSI last month. How did you see that fight from your perspective as a boxer?
I loved it. I think Jake did a good job. I think Tommy Fury should be ashamed of himself because he went the distance with Jake. Jake has been fighting for, 4 years? And it was a really tough fight. And you got to give your hats off. You got to tip your hat off to Jake. But Tommy Fury, I feel like he's in the same boat as Idris. He's one of them bullies you want to keep fighting KSI. And I understand it's a money situation. Go ahead and do it. I'm pretty sure I would take the same deal if that happened to me. If KSI or Jake called me out, I would say, come on, let's do it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to call them out. I'm not going to come and try to fight them. It's not worth it. I'm a professional. I'm looking to become a world champion in the next 2 years. Thanks to my manager, Amr Abdullah, we're working on getting that title fight eventually in the next 2 years. I definitely want to work on it. So with enough publicity, we'll get there.
And do you think that KSI versus Jake Paul is the next logical step?
I think so. I don't think there's nobody else that we want to see. We want to see Jake. We want to see KSI. We want to end this feud that they've been having. Shoot, let them do 2 fights, 3 fights where, maybe one wins, maybe the other, but we want to see this. We don't want to see them with anybody else.
Well, I'm guessing a few final things from me. I guess, obviously, because you have your opponent tomorrow night, not been announced who it is yet. Obviously, I'm guessing you know who it is, but in terms of the vibes that we're looking at in terms of the ring, what can we expect as far as your performance to step in?
The same thing as you always do, a better performance from the Muslim boxer, working on my skills. Thanks to Rasheem Jefferson, we're working on our skills to become world champions. So I'm just going to show everything that I've been working on and get the guy out of there like I'm supposed to.
Well, I mean, I can see the vibes that are going with you, like the red, yellow, and green. Like we said, we're vibing, we're in the business, and it's a great introduction to you in the influencer scene for Misfits. Muhsin, I wish you all the best for tomorrow night, and I know it's going to be a banger for whoever the opponent is that you're going to have.
Oh, absolutely. It'll be there.
All right.
It'll be there. All right, champ.
All right.
Thank you.
Pleasure to meet you.